guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we have a girl talk video, and I haven't done a girl talk video in quite some time, and I love girl talk videos. You guys know I love to put you guys on amazing products. I love to put you guys on things that I'm doing for myself, using for myself. So I wanted to do a feature on my channel where I take you guys along my postpartum just care journey in feeling like myself again, and just kind of help each other out. You know, I'm gonna see the comments and you guys are gonna kind of give me some advice. I'm gonna give you guys advice on what's kind of been working for me. And yeah, I'm excited. So if you guys are new to my channel, hi, my name is Yvette. I just had my third baby. I have 2 boys and a little girl. So I'm so excited to start this journey. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you guys can join the family. If you guys are not new here, then welcome back. I wanted to do this video for you guys and just be super transparent and really just share with you guys what I've been going through in the sense of like mentally, physically, emotionally, what I'm doing to like help myself feel like myself again, what I'm doing for like weight loss, what I'm doing for self-care, what I'm doing for like my hair journey, just really put you guys on everything. I'm always gonna be like your guys's, you know, go-to girl when it comes to putting you guys on things to make you guys feel like the bad bitch that you are. Like the hot mom that you are, if you're not, you know, a mom and you're just wanting tips in general to just feel good and things that have really been working for myself. With this journey, I'm starting off with the girl talk video, and I'm going to be putting you guys on a bunch of stuff that I've been using. It's going to be more girl talk vibes where we're just going to chat. I'm going to let you guys know what I've been doing, things that are working for me, products I recommend, and why I'm using them. And then the next couple of like videos that I do post are going to be like you coming along with me to do like some self-care, whether that's like doing my hair, my eyebrows, and all that good stuff, or just a little bit more girl time. And then I'm gonna do like some shower routines, some self-care routines, and just really put you guys on, like I said, with amazing products and help you guys, help me, and all of us just help each other, you know, feel good again. Because I already know, like, when it comes to just taking care of yourself, I feel like a lot of the times we kind of leave ourselves on the back burner. And then it gets worse, you know, after you're married and you have kids and all that stuff. It's just really hard to keep up with everything. So I really hope you guys take this video, guys, and just, you know, invest in yourselves a little, take care of yourselves a little bit, ask for help if you need help, and just genuinely try to start taking care of yourself. So with that being said, so I have been receiving a lot of positive and amazing messages on Instagram, and I am forever grateful for you guys. I appreciate you guys hyping me up. I know you guys are getting I'm getting a lot of messages where it's like, how did you bounce back so fast? How did you get your body back to where it was? Did you use a faja? Did you do this? Did you like, what are you doing? Give us some tips, give us some tricks. And I am going to be very transparent with you guys because I am dealing with a lot of stuff and a lot of self-esteem issues myself, you know, because I saw my body transform the way that you guys don't see my body transform. You guys are only seeing what I post on the internet, and you guys are not seeing those things that I'm dealing with that I feel like are really like bothering me in that sense. So I'm gonna share all that stuff with you to just kind of like let you guys know that it's not always a pretty picture. So don't compare yourself to anybody you see online. Don't compare yourself to me. Don't wonder why I look like this and you haven't bounced back, and you know, you just had your first baby or your third baby. So don't be so hard on yourself. And this is why I felt like I needed to do this video, because I don't ever want to be someone on the internet that people portray to look a certain way, because I don't want to be that person on the internet that you guys see and are wondering why I'm setting this standard, you know, or like why I'm making you guys think that you have to bounce back immediately after you give birth, or it's just unrealistic, you know what I mean? It's unrealistic, and I don't ever want to be that person that people reference and like, well, she did it, like, why am I not looking like this? You know, I just don't ever want to feel like that. So I felt like I needed to do this video for you guys to really just share with you guys what's been going on. So like you guys know, I am on my 3rd baby, and I gave birth to Max. I was 155 pounds, and when I gave birth, I actually did bounce back pretty quick, and it was probably because I was very just skinny, like naturally, like genetics wise, I was just very skinny at the time. I did bounce back pretty fast, but I did have you know, areas that I needed to work on. I did have some weight gain, but it was nothing like my experience with my birth with Camila. When I gave birth to Camila, I also didn't give my body enough time to heal with Max. I was already pregnant 4 months later. I got pregnant with Camila. Nothing was taken care of. I didn't like allow my body to heal naturally. I didn't allow myself to really like feel good. Like, you know, when your stomach stretches, your core is opening up and your skin gets loose and like so much stuff is happening, you're creating a child. And I unfortunately didn't allow my body to heal when I already was pregnant with Camila. So Camila was really rough on me. I gained almost 70 pounds. I was 200 pounds when I gave birth. When I delivered, I didn't lose the weight right away. I definitely struggled with a lot of, you know, not being able to really lose weight. I had some loose skin. My breasts, you know, they were sad. Like there was just a lot of changes that happened in my body. And I personally, for myself, decided to get my body done. And I know a lot of people, they don't really, you know, they're not really fans of, you know, people getting their bodies done in like the BBL era and like all this stuff. And like, I did it for myself and I felt like this is what I wanted to do for me. And I was super transparent with you guys. I was super open and honest. I recorded everything for you guys. I showed you guys my body before. I told you guys what I was trying to work on, how I went to go get a breast lift, and how I wanted to just get like a mommy makeover. So when I got my body done, I have a whole video if you guys want to check it out on YouTube as well, but I got my breast done. So I got a breast lift, no implant. I got liposuction. I got J-plasma, which tightens your skin. I got 360 lipo, arms, lower back, stomach, inner thighs, and BBL. So I went through a whole body transformation, okay? My body wasn't horrible, you know, before having kids. I had a cute body. It was small. I was skinny. I was really petite, but my body changed a lot after I gave birth to Camila. And you know, whether you decide to go the natural route or whether you decide to go the surgery route, then that's completely up to you. Do not let anybody, you know, get into your own head over something you personally want to do. You know what I mean? Like, I know that there's a stigma of like us wanting to, you know, push surgery on people because it has become so natural for people to just like go under the knife. But that's also something that we can't stop and control. Like if I decide that I want to go get my body done, like I'm not trying to motivate you all to go get your body done. I'm just letting you know that this is my experience and what I wanted to do for myself. And I'm also being very open and honest, so you know that I didn't just do this naturally. Like I'm not gonna lie to you guys either and sit here and be like, I got this body because I just was born this way. When I got my body done, I was very happy with my results. It was very natural. I felt like I didn't go too crazy, very exaggerated or anything like that. I got a skinny BBL and it was very proportioned to my body. It was super cute. I really felt like my body looked like before I gave birth, you know, with a little bit more ass, obviously, but I felt like my body finally started to look like from before. And I was super happy with myself. I was feeling my best. I started losing weight naturally. I did, you know, work out occasionally to just like keep myself together and feel toned and everything. And then I get pregnant again. So then with that being said, I got pregnant and I also told myself and I promised myself that I would do things naturally this time around again for my own personal self, you know, because this is what I want to do for me. I decided that I wanted to do things naturally in the sense of like working for my goal, you know, because I just didn't want to put myself again through that experience of a BBL. I don't even know how I got through it the first time, if I'm being honest with you, mentally, not even like physically, because I really don't feel like I was in excruciating pain. I felt like I had a very easy recovery, but I mentally just don't know how I allowed myself to do that, because I have kids and I am putting my life in danger for myself to look good and not thinking about my children. This was like a voluntary, like any surgery is risky, but like this is a voluntary surgery, you know? So I felt like this time around, I'm in a definitely in a different headspace. I feel like I'm in a different time in my life. I feel like I'm I think a little bit more about like the circumstances, and we are our worst critics. So I know that there's a lot of stuff that doesn't look the same that I'm now trying to just kind of learn to appreciate and just learn to deal with them instead of trying to like really fix the problem aggressively in the sense of like surgery. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. So The fact that obviously my body did bounce back a lot quicker is because one, I did have surgery. Two, I am naturally not like a bigger girl, you know what I mean? So I really didn't gain too much weight. This pregnancy, I only gained like 16 pounds. I didn't gain a lot of weight. Mateo was, he was considered growth restricted, so he was only 5 pounds when he was born. So just overall, this pregnancy was just so different. I didn't gain a lot of weight. I didn't hold a lot of water retention. It was just really different, you know? And like I said, every pregnancy is so different. Like Max's was, you know, a certain way, Camila was completely different, and then, you know, now Mateo was like a completely other different situation. So every pregnancy is going to be different. Just because you gained 70 pounds the first pregnancy doesn't mean you're going to gain 70 pounds the second pregnancy. You know, every single delivery and everything will be a different experience. Surgery played a huge role, and obviously genetics, so the fact that I'm actually not like a super like, you know, thick girl or anything like that. I've always been on the smaller side. I'm 5'5", I'm 135 pounds right now, and naturally, like a natural weight that I guess I would want for my body frame would be like 120, 125. Like that's ideally kind of like where I would want to be. And that's what we're doing. So we're working out. I hired a personal trainer. So this is for physical health. I hired a personal trainer. Personal trainer is going to be training me. She's a really good friend of mine, and I'm going to bring you guys along that whole experience for the weight loss that I'm hoping to do. So I'm going to show you guys what my body looks like and what like my stomach looks like. Okay, so this is what my stomach looks like right now, and as you guys can see, my stomach's not like super flat. I do have like, you know, skin. If you guys can see, if I'm sitting, like I do have like skin that kind of like hangs. Is my stomach like super big and flabby or anything like that? Of course not, but it's definitely not super skinny and tight like it used to. It's also very pigmented. I don't know if you guys can see how much darker my stomach looks, like very pigmented. I still have la línea negra, but my whole stomach got very pigmented, and my lower back got very pigmented, and then my butt, as you guys can see, my butt got really big. Like it just feels really low. Like it doesn't feel like it's sitting pretty up here. And obviously I have very skinny legs, so like the ass to thigh ratio is just really not cooperating with me right now. So that's the biggest thing that I feel like I noticed on my body. And although you guys are seeing me post on the internet and seeing like, oh, like her body looks so good and looks perfect, like I'm not unhappy, completely unhappy with like my body or anything, but there are things that I feel like I really just need to work on myself. And I have horrible back pain now, and I really do believe it's because of the weight of my butt, because it's very obvious that like my lower back cannot hold so much ass. And I'm not even trying to be funny, because I feel like people laugh when I say this. Like I tell my sister, and I'm like, dude, I don't think my back can hold all this ass. And I think she thinks that I'm being funny. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, she has a fat ass, but like it's really hurting my lower back. Like it's, and on top of that, like pregnancy and like, you know, getting the epidural, like all that stuff affects you on the long run, you know what I mean? Like when I got the epidural with Maximiliano, I might have not felt it, but like I'm definitely feeling the pain and the pressure of like pregnancy and all that. And just working out is going to be the first thing that I bring you guys along with, and that's genuinely because I want you guys to experience with me like rebuilding my core, rebuilding my pelvic floor. If you guys do not know, a lot of the moms who suffer from mommy pooches, it's because of your pelvic floor, because your pelvic floor, you haven't built it, so it's not allowing you to like really target those areas because it's so weak. Like I laugh and I pee on myself a little, and like all that stuff just needs to get back into place. And I'm on my third child, you know, like this is something that a lot of us don't really talk about, but there's a lot of bodily changes that are happening in how I feel. So this is where we're at as far as like trying to like help me grow and build. Like I said, my stomach has gone down quite a bit. My stomach has gone down quite a bit, you know, but it's still like not flat, you know, like I'm still dealing with a lot of the stomach problems from giving birth. So another thing that I was dealing with was pigmentation, like I mentioned, on my stomach, and I'm gonna show you guys my holy grail that has been working. So I always live through baking soda and limon. If you guys have not tried that concoction, try it out. You get about like a tablespoon of baking soda and then squirt a limon. Mix up the paste, put it on your underarms, and do that maybe like once a week or so. So I do that once a week, and I'm trying to like lighten my underarms. I'm gonna show you guys what my underarms looked like when I was pregnant, and I honestly cannot believe I'm showing you guys this, but they were so bad. So this is what my armpits looked like when I was pregnant. They were very dark, very pigmented, and I have never seen, this is the first time that in any of my pregnancies I get pigmentation this dark. So I was like, what is happening? Obviously it's hormones, it's just a lot of like imbalance in your body. So all of that stuff is very natural, very normal. But when you do give birth and you're getting your hormones under control, you can definitely do something to help speed up the process and really just even out your skin tone. And even if you haven't been pregnant, there's a lot of us who suffer from pigmentation. When you are brown skinned like myself, then you are going to be more prone to having pigmentation on your face, on your body, and your, you know, on your inner thighs. Like all those areas are very normal to have pigmentation. It's nothing that we should be, you know, embarrassed about, but unfortunately it's not really pretty and we don't like it, you know what I mean? So it's okay for us to target those areas and change those areas. So something that I've been doing daily is The Ordinary. If you guys do not have glycolic acid, you guys need to get this, guys. Like, I kid you not, somebody on TikTok posted that they do it with a spray bottle, and I still use like the little cap. I have been bathing myself in glycolic acid. Is that how you say it? Glycolic acid. And I use it on my underarms with this little pad here. I like just spray it and then I put it all on my underarm. You guys can probably see, I haven't shaved, so don't judge me, but this is what my armpit looks like now, okay? Like, this is what it looks like now. I haven't shaved, but like you guys can see, like the pigmentation is, it's starting to go away, you know? So I've been using this for about 2 weeks. I use it every day, morning and night, and it also helps with odor, guys. I don't know if you guys knew this, but it helps with odor. So when I tell you guys I bathe myself in this, I mean it. I did it for the back of my neck because I also got like pigmentation here that has gone away already, but I had pigmentation on my neck. So I use it on my neck, I use it on my inner thighs, I use it on my nipples, so on my boobs, like in the bottom of my boobs. I have a scar, and this also got super dark. I don't know if you guys can see my scar. So it's starting to fade already, but when I first got my breasts done, I had no scar. Like, my breasts were so fucking beautiful. Like, I literally would look at them and I turned myself on. Like, that's how cute they were. So I was very happy. I was the most happy about my boobs, and I told you guys this from the start. So when I got pregnant, you guys can see my scar got a little darker. You guys can see it here. Like, you guys can see the line. It got dark because of the pregnancy. And I started using this on my scars to just lighten that area. I use it here in the middle because this also got pigmentation. I have pigmentation everywhere, and then I put it all over my stomach. So you can also use it on your knees and then on your elbows, but I haven't tried it on there yet. I'm just targeting like the areas that I really saw like a lot of pigmentation. And like I said, this is my third bottle. I've been bathing myself in it. So I do the baking soda and the limon once a week, and then I do these twice a day for like daily, you know? And I don't think it's bad for you to be doing daily. Ideally. Oh shit, it says use ideally in the PM, no more frequently than once per day after cleaning. And I use it twice a day, and it's been working. So it says to not use it twice a day, but I'm using, and ideally PM, but I'm using it in the day and at night. Maybe we'll go to one-time use once I'm in my desire, you know, but use at your own risk. So that's what I've been doing for my underarms and all the pigmentation on my body, and I have been seeing the biggest difference on my body. I feel like my skin is finally starting to even out, tone out, and everything is just feeling really good. So this is for pigmentation. Now we're gonna talk about like inside your skin, because we're working on the inside out, okay? So I have been taking a bunch of vitamins. Do not skip out on your vitamins, guys. Even after you give birth, if you take prenatals, don't stop them, because this is going to help with just your skin, your hair. Postpartum hair loss doesn't start until about 3 to 4 months after you give birth, but you might be able to prevent as much, like too much hair loss, you know? Unfortunately, postpartum hair loss is not something that we can completely avoid. It's something that happens. I dealt with it with Max and Camila. I literally like had a lot of hair loss with Max and Camila, and my hair is like the best that it's looked in a really long time, guys. Like, I'm so happy. My hair has grown so much. Mateo did wonders to my hair, but unfortunately I already know that I'm going to be losing some hair, so I'm trying to just like take as many vitamins as I possibly can to help me with feeling good and all that good stuff. So I take a B12 pill. B12 helps with my mental health. It's good for your brain. It helps your nervous system basically. And I have been using B12 for some time now. It was actually recommended by a holistic doctor that I was seeing because I was going through a lot of like anxiety and panic attacks at the time, and she told me to just supplement on vitamins because a lot of the time it's lack of nutrients too, you know, that we're not getting. So I take B12 for my mental health. So if you're dealing with like postpartum anxiety, postpartum depression, any of that stuff, try to supplement a B12 pill into your diet, into like your lifestyle, and see if that helps. I also take a iron pill. I take 2 of them. They're the 65 milligram ones. I take 2 of them a day because I was low on iron. I was actually very severely anemic when I gave birth to Mateo. And yeah, I take an iron pill. And then I take a multi for her, which has a lot of different vitamins all in one. So those are just like the extra ones. And these 3 that I'm kind of supplementing between each other, I have Nutrafol, which is great for your hair. And then I have this one, which is Ritual, and this is a postnatal vitamin. So it's actually recommended to take a postnatal vitamin, specifically targeting after you give birth, all that good stuff. It has so many great benefits. It's an amazing brand. And then I just started recently using the Honest, and I got this one sent over and I was super excited to try it out. It's also a pre-postnatal. I wanted to just kind of like swap around to see which one I was actually like really feeling. And I've only been using this one for a little bit of time, so I'm not gonna give you guys like a full like oh my god about this, because I'm still trying to see how it's like making me feel. But this one has fish oil, it has total omega-3, it has DHA, so the ingredients are a little bit different. They're a little different, but they're also very the same. You guys definitely want to like do your own research with the vitamins, but these are just the brands that I have been using myself. So that's for vitamins. So we obviously want to work from the inside out, healing our insides and making sure that everything is healing, giving yourself enough time to heal your body, guys. This is going back to like even like the cuarentena, you know what I mean? I feel like women have been doing this for so many years because it really does work. You know, you really want to take care of your body. It went through something super dramatic, super traumatic, and you gave birth. Like, let that sink into your brain. Like, you created a child. It literally took all of your nutrients. It took everything out of your life, like, because that's what you feel like. You literally feel like you're dying, and this baby is like killing everything inside of you. And then you give birth to this baby and he comes out of you, and then you're like bleeding for so many days, and like everything is trying to go back into its place. It's a lot, you know, it's a lot that happens to your body. And I feel like we don't really talk a lot about it, and we just have normalized, obviously, because giving birth is something that we as women just do, you know, like we have the ability to create life, and it's something that our bodies know that they're doing, but that still doesn't take away of how we as women feel and what is going on inside, you know. So I'm really taking serious and just taking care of like the inside of my body. I have been eating a lot cleaner. I'm not completely restricted, because you guys know I eat like a toddler, so I'm not completely restricted. I still eat whatever like I want to eat when I want to eat it, but for the most part I am trying to eat a little bit more of a leaner, clean diet. I'm not trying to like eat like super junk food like I normally do. I still drink my half a gallon of water a day. Just drinking so much water will really help with just feeling good and looking good and just feeling amazing. And on top of that, working out. So the working out portion, I'm gonna go into detail once I start like with my trainer and like bring you guys along with like what the journey is gonna be like. So I'm excited to like share that side of me, because you guys already know I don't work out. I'm a lazy ass fucking person. Like, I just don't like working out, and I want to get to the point where like I enjoy working out, because I not only have to do this for me, but I have to do it for my babies. I need to be able to keep up. I'm a mom of 3, and they're crazy kids. They require a lot of attention. They require a lot of playtime, and I can't keep up. I'm tired, I'm exhausted, and I'm physically unfit. Like, I'm just not fit. I get so tired emotionally, mentally. I'm exhausted, you know, physically, like all of it. And I just really need to work on myself. So you guys know that my skin was going freaking crazy, guys. Like, my skin was completely going out of whack. I have never seen my skin so dry and flaky and itchy. Like, I felt like my skin was falling apart. Everybody was saying it was probably rosacea, that it could have been eczema, but I don't know what it was. I just blamed it on my hormones. I did go get a facial, and I mentioned to the girl like, hey, like this is what my skin's going through, and she was like, it's just postpartum hormones. Like, unfortunately, your body's just releasing all of its, like, you know, whatever's happening. So I take skincare very serious. I feel like if you take care of your skin, you're gonna live a very youthful life, and I wear a lot of makeup. So unfortunately, I have to, you know, try a little extra hard to make sure that my skin always looks good. I have, you know, I come from a family that has a very good skin. Like, even my mom, she's older aged already, obviously. But if you guys see my mom, if you guys see my dad, like, they never had any like pigmentation on their face, any acne scars. They never had like struggled with like sensitive skin. They have just beautiful glowing skin. You know, my mom never let like an ounce of makeup touch her skin, you know, unless it was like a special occasion, but she never wore makeup. And same thing with like my sister. You guys follow my sister on TikTok, you guys, she's 40 years old and she looks younger than I do. And a lot of it is because of how you take care of your skin. And with me, I started wearing makeup at a very, very young age. And as I've gotten older, I have noticed that makeup really does start to age you. And even as you wear makeup, I feel like I look a lot younger when I don't wear makeup. I feel like I feel the prettiest when I'm not wearing makeup. And now when I do wear makeup, I try to keep it to a very minimal, very soft, just very soft glam, because I do feel like the more makeup that I wear, the older that I look, and I feel like it just ages me more. I'm 30 years old, and I feel like I want to continue to just take care of my skin and just really hydrate it and keep it looking very young and youthful. And obviously I get Botox, I get lip fillers, but as far as like anything else that I've ever done to my face, it's just the Botox. So the Botox I already got, and as you guys can see, I can't really do very many expressions. So I got rid of like my expression here, as well as my forehead. Like, I can't really like lift my forehead anymore. So that really does help to just like even out your skin, like stretches it out. So I got that done. And then on top of like the, you know, Botox that I do every 3 to 4 months, I invest in amazing skincare. So I'm gonna go through all the skincare that I have been using that really just helps my skin to just keep it tight. Even if you get Botox, if you talk to the, you know, injector and the nurse and you tell them like, hey, like, how do I keep this Botox from lasting a long time, and like for me, like still continuing to feel good and having my skin look good, they always recommend having an amazing skincare. Like, you can't just go get Botox and expect all of your worries to go away, you know, and all your wrinkles to disappear. You have to keep up with it. It's like you have to do a duo. You have to, you know, if you do the Botox and you decide to, you know, get rid of like the fine lines and all of that stuff and the wrinkles, you have to make sure that you're also targeting the root area, which is your skin. It's gonna be super long because I'm just talking and talking and talking. I'm trying to talk as fast as I can because I have so much information to share with you guys. But I have Cetaphil. Cetaphil is my face wash that I use for day and night. It's literally the only face wash that I trust and love and use. It's just my go-to, and it's super inexpensive. You guys can buy it at Target. It's easy to just pick up, great for any type of skin. Never have had any issues with irritation, any of that stuff. So that's for face wash no matter what. So for nighttime, so I'm going to show you guys my nighttime routine. For nighttime, I use, for Paula's Choice is this one. I can't pronounce it, so I'm not even going to try it, but it's an exfoliator, and then I use this one with it. I always use these two together. I just feel like they work really good together. I only exfoliate with Paula's Choice twice a week. You want to be careful. You don't want to remove the barrier of your skin and start making it worse. You know, if you're somebody who suffers from dry skin, I would definitely try to add a little bit more moisture to my skin before trying Paula's Choice. But if you're somebody who's a little bit more oily prone, acne prone, this one is going to really fix all of those, like the texture, the imperfections, the spots. This is like my holy grail. I live for Paula's Choice exfoliator. So this is my nighttime for twice a week. And then I finish that nighttime off with a overnight cream. I love the Murad barrier repair cream, because it's a barrier repair cream and it's the nighttime one. When I combine it with this one, it really helps my skin, because if this is starting to remove, you know, some of the barrier of my skin, this is going to repair it to just give it that extra moisture at night that I really need. So I use that one with this one. And then night cream, I use a bright under eye night cream. So this is for night. Hopefully I'm not missing any of it for night. And then I finish it off with a lip mask, which is this one here. This is like the best lip mask of life. I love it. It's so amazing. It's like so moisturizing. I'm obsessed. So that's for nighttime twice a week. And then for daily use, I will go in there with a retinol serum and a hyaluronic acid, which is all by the Inculus. I will have all of these products linked for you guys. So these products here I like to use for like everyday just kind of skincare. I use retinol, and it's not like an aggressive retinol. If you start using aggressive retinol, like 1%, I think it's 1% retinol, it's really aggressive. I'm still scared to try it because it might irritate my skin. I don't know. So I'm kind of like using like baby retinol right now to just help with, you know, keeping my skin looking really youthful and cute. And, you know, we're all trying to age gracefully, but we also want good skin, you know, like we want to keep good skin. So I use the hyaluronic acid, and then I use a retinol serum. And then I go in there with a Retinol Youth Renewal Night Cream. So it's the same brand, the Murad, but this one is the retinol one. So I will use, it's like all a retinol day, and then it's like an exfoliator day. I don't know if that makes sense. But this is definitely more like the days that I'm not doing that. I hope I'm not confusing you guys, but the days that I'm not using that treatment, I'm using this one here. And then for under eye cream, I use the Olay Retinol Eyes. This one, honestly, I'm not like crazy about it, but it works. It does, you know, what it's supposed to do. I'm not like super crazy about it. And I just started using these under eye patches, which are by Murad as well. And it's the Retinol Youth Renewal Eye Masks. And it's like these little eye masks under, you leave them for 5 minutes, and then you just kind of like rub the extra serum. But I've been loving these. So this combo together for like my retinol days have been absolutely amazing. And then if I want to switch it up a little bit on night cream, I will go in with the Glow Recipe. I love the Glow Recipe. They have amazing products. This is their night one. It's a little sticky, but I love how it feels on the skin. Like it just feels so freaking boom. Okay. And a holy grail that I have been loving for nighttime as well, that I'm going to put you guys on, is this one by Ren. And I just started using it because my skin, like I mentioned to you guys, was going crazy. I even tried Vaseline. If there's a problem, Vaseline is gonna cure you, okay? Vaseline is great for dryness on your feet. If you have like super crusty feet, rub them in Vaseline, put some socks on. Or if you have like rough elbows, put Vaseline. Like your holy grail will always be Vaseline. I've learned more on TikTok than I've learned in my entire 30 years of life, okay? So I saw a dermatologist that I follow, and he was talking about the overnight recovery balm, and it's for sensitive skin. And oh my god, guys, like it's tiny, but you literally need like a little tiny bit. Rub it all over your skin. You will look so shiny. But my skin repaired in like 3 days. I'm not even kidding, like not even exaggerating. My skin was like a baby's bottom as soon as I started using this, you know. And now I only use it as I need it. Like if I start seeing that my skin's getting dry and flaky, I'll use it. So I'm not using it as a daily. I'm not using it like, you know, as like my normal skincare. I'm using it as a savior. Like I need you to save my skin right now. This is what I need. So if you guys are looking for something good that's like kind of like Vaseline, that gives you that same like vibe and effect, I would recommend it. My makeup application, like I don't know if you guys can see, but my skin is looking really good. Like it's not dry. When I apply my makeup, it feels good, it looks good, and I feel good. And I feel so good when I'm not wearing any makeup. Like I said, I don't want to always wear makeup on my skin. So on the days that I decide to go natural, I know that my skin is very well hydrated and taken care of. So now for daytime, I have the Glow Recipe. So Glow Recipe has been my holy grail for daytime application for under my makeup and even when I'm not wearing makeup. So I use the Glow Recipe toner. This toner is supposed to like tighten your pores and hydrate your skin. I love it. I also have the spray, but it's in my travel bag, so I don't even want to bother grabbing it. But it's like the Glow Recipe mist that I use after like all this stuff is done. But Glow Recipe toner is amazing. And then the Glow Recipe hydrating moisturizer, which smells really good and it feels so good on your skin. It does, I believe, have, yeah, it has hyaluronic acid as well, which is gonna apply a lot of moisture to your skin. And then we have the serum, hyaluronic serum. So that together is all by the Glow Recipe. And then the under eye cream is also the Guava Vitamin C Bright Eye Gel Cream. Tongue twister, but this is also by the Glow Recipe. So all of my skincare for the day is by the Glow Recipe, and honestly, I'm obsessed with the Glow Recipe. I feel like my skin feels so good, and They have cute packaging. Like, you know how you have cute packaging and it's like the product sucks? The product is actually freaking good. And I'm like, it's so fucking cute and I love it. And then my go-to has always been the Origins. I'll like, you know, alternate between the Origins or the hyaluronic cream by the Glow Recipe. Then for the daytime, I will go in with my Tasha lip mask. And this one gives me like a lip gloss effect. Like it makes my lips look super juicy and kissable. And then you don't want to forget a sunscreen. Sunscreen is the La Roche-Posay. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know, but it's amazing. It's the 50, the SPF 50, and then it is also a tinted mineral. So it will add some tint and some balance to your skin, so you look alive and you look fresh and you don't look like you're dead when you don't have makeup on. I love wearing makeup, not wearing makeup until people are like, are you okay? I'm like, do I look like I'm dying or something? So this helps even out your skin tone. And oh my god, I feel like I talked forever. So another thing to add about the underarms is my go-to, and this is my deodorant. This is the Garnier deodorant. It has lemon. I get it from Mexico. So if you guys have family in Mexico, call your tias, your cousins, your whoever is in Mexico, call them, tell them to bring you guys some of these from Mexico. They're 30 pesos. Bring you guys some, stock up on a few and start using them. They have some here, I believe, but I get them straight from Mexico. Like this ice, every time my mom goes every year, she brings me enough for the year and I am so grateful for her. But I've been using this, it's aclarante as well, so it helps with like your underarms staying clean and white and not pigmented. So you guys know I've been using this one for years and I'll forever stay true and loyal to this one. And lastly, after the vitamins for my hair care that I have been using is Olaplex. And I already know a lot of you guys are going to talk about how Olaplex is horrible for your hair, but hear me out, guys. You have to learn to use Olaplex. Olaplex is amazing for your hair. I have heard that they have like a lawsuit going on, and I'm glad that, you know, Olaplex went in and defended themselves publicly, because things like that definitely can taint an image on a brand. And I personally, but for my own experience, I have never had any complaints with Olaplex. It does not cause any hair loss for me. It does not cause acne, dandruff. It does not cause any dry scalp, none of that. I have forever, like, I am an Olaplex girl. I love Olaplex, but you cannot use Olaplex daily. That is something that I feel like a lot of people do not know, and I wish it would have been said, or maybe like on the bottle. I don't know if the bottle doesn't say for it to be used daily. Yeah, I don't know. But from what I know and my experience with using Olaplex and speaking to a lot of hair like specialists and hairstylists and just people with Olaplex, it is a very great shampoo, but I only use it once a week. So I will wash. So basically, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not a hairstylist. I went to cosmetology school, but I don't remember shit from cosmetology school. This has a lot of protein. So it's because it requires to have a lot of protein in your hair so it can help repair your hair. This is for people who have very severely damaged hair. And because it has so much protein in it, it can literally do like the opposite if you're using it too much, from what I heard. Like I said, I'm just speaking from experience, because I already know there's a lot of people that are like, no girl, I lost all my hair. And I'm like, I'm sorry. But with Olaplex, and I want to be completely transparent because I already know that there's a lot of people who don't like it. So like I want you guys to just go based off of what my own experience. You know, I wash my hair once a week. And when I do wash it, it's with Olaplex. And for the most part, I don't wash my hair daily. So when I finally do use it, my hair needs a little bit of like help and repair. And I also do dye my hair, you know, and I also was blonde for a while. Well, not blonde, but like semi-light. So all of that damage, I was going through a repairing my hair journey. And I don't know, guys, but the hair is speaking for itself, you know, like my hair is so healthy, it's so bouncy, it's so thick, like probably the best that my hair has ever been. And she's thriving and she's happy. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much like all of the products that I use, how I use them, what I'm doing. And also for those of you guys who were asking, I am not using a faja. I know a lot of you guys were asking about the faja, and I cannot use fajas because I suffer from severe IBS. And I feel like anytime that I'm compressed, whether it's like with super tight jeans or a super tight dress or like a faja, anything like that, it actually traps my gas very bad, and I start getting a lot of chest pain and pain like right in la boca de mi estómago, like right in the top. And I feel super sofocada. So it gives me a little bit of anxiety when I feel like that. So I just try to completely eliminate any of that stuff from my body. So no, I didn't do it, not because I didn't want to, but because I couldn't. So I'm just gonna try to tell myself that I didn't need it and that I was gonna be fine. So now I'm gonna have to work for it. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with all of that. But yeah, I hope I hit everything. I don't even know how I'm gonna like make this video into like a 30-minute video because I talked so much, but I just had so much information to share with you guys. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you guys want me to do a part 2, let me know. I'm gonna do a self-care routine, a shower routine. I'm gonna do all those routines so you guys can see how I'm using the products. I'm also going to do like a day in my life for you guys here, where you guys can actually see what my morning consists of, what I'm eating throughout my day, all of that stuff, my nighttime, what I'm doing to like self-care at night before I go to bed, what I do for my skincare. That way you guys know exactly how I'm using all of these products, and it feels like I'm showing you guys exactly how I do it. This was just to kind of like get you guys in the door of like buying the products, trying them out for yourselves, and then I'll show you guys kind of like what I do and how I'm using it myself. But I'm rambling, I'm talking too much. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope that I was able to share with you guys. I know that there's probably a lot of information that I still didn't share with you guys because I said so much. I should have just like separated it, like skincare, like all that stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget that you're a bad bitch, and don't forget that you're an amazing mom, and that baby needs you to feel great and feel good about yourself. So don't put yourself on the back burner, because that baby needs a healthy, happy mom. So yeah, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video.